Okay, this is Monday morning, April 13th. April 13th. It's hard to figure out what day it is now. Huh? Weird times. And this is AP Statistics. Okay, update, uh, long term update. We've been out like a month now. And I have gotten into this routine the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we talked about confidence intervals, and I gave 3 assignments, very short, 5 to 10 minutes at the most, assignments on confidence intervals. And then last week's we did hypothesis tests. And, a couple weeks ago, we were doing pretty good as far as participation, but I just did the grades. Remember, I'm doing the grades every week on Monday morning, and not much participation. Not a high, I mean, some, but a pretty low percentage. So there could be a number of reasons for that. One of them may have been that storm we had where people had their power knocked out. People have been emailing me and telling me things like this. That is great. That's what I want. I am very flexible here. I am putting together, little topics that hopefully are moving those of you who are taking the exam in the right direction. And those of you who are not, who opted out, what my goal is next year, when you hit these topics, you will have heard them and said, yeah, I remember a little bit about that. That's what I want anyway. So we've had proportions for confidence intervals, proportions for hypothesis tests. So in doing the grades, the participation was low. So I have decided today, because of the power situation and it being a rainy day, just to have a makeup day rather than go ahead with a new topic, a makeup day. So look at those videos. People email me. I am confused. There should be no confusion. Just watch the video. The very direct. I'm basically having you change the numbers that I did, just to get you thinking about that, and then email that to me, and I will change your grade at any time here. People talk about deadlines. Well, I have had a somewhat of a deadline. I do Monday. If you do them Monday or Tuesday, try to get them caught up here by Tuesday. Then when we meet again Wednesday, hopefully many people will be all caught up, and we can begin comparing two proportions. We've done a one proportion Z interval, one proportion Z test. The next step is a two proportion Z interval, two proportion Z test, where we're looking at the difference between two proportions. And I like our little strategy of looking at the book, at one of the exemplar, really good problems, exactly how you should do it. And then we can change it around with maybe some data, dealing with the situation we're in. But that's the way I'm looking at it. And on those of you who are taking the test on that front, our test date, or your test date, I'm not going to be taking it, but your test date, if you don't already know this, is Friday, May 22nd, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, now I have a webinar for AP teachers of math tomorrow night at 8:30. So I will be given some updates on what is going on. One big thing is, if you don't have the technology to do the test, you should let me know, and we should work something out along those lines, because remember, you're going to be taking it at home. Can't think of anything else right now. So once again, what was it again? May 22nd at 2 o'clock. I'm having a webinar tomorrow night that will give us some updates. Those of you who are there are some of you that, boom, I give one of these videos, you've got the answers back immediately. That's great. You're doing wonderful. I strongly suggest you keep you can look in the book. You can look at Khan Academy. If you're looking at the book, on Wednesday, I was going to do it today, but because so many people are behind to back off, is chapter 22, page 496 and 97 and 98 has a example of the difference between two proportions. But we'll do that on Wednesday for everyone. But if you're real aggressive, that would be great. The Khan Academy goes right through each element of the curriculum. And also, I believe that you have been notified of different sources of instruction and so forth. So there's enough for you to do. But I'm trying to do my part with, little assignments for everybody, even those who aren't taking the exam. I think that's about it. So if there's any confusion, let me know. But the key, do them, even if they are, been not done for a while, do them, and I will check you off for doing them. I wish you well. I certainly wish that you do not lose your power today. There seems to be a threat of power loss, and I'm not looking forward to it. I can tell you that. And I certainly wish it does not happen to you. So I will see you again on Wednesday morning. This is Mr. Childs, over and out.